What's going on, everybody? It is Jan here from Justice for Hire, aka Coach Jan. On my Tai Chi account, I'm streaming in two places as per usual with Friday night. So Friday night we are at Shaolin American Self-Defense Academy in North Hollywood. This is our sponsored training facility for Justice for Hire. If you don't know Justice for Hire, I'm always talking about it. We're always doing it. Obviously, if you're on the Justice for Hire account, you know what we're doing. But it's a show that we're producing with a global community. Anybody can join the cast right now from justiceforhire.com and be .app, justiceforhire.app, and be a hero or a villain or a client that hires them in our shared cinematic universe. So think of it as Uber for heroes. You can hire a hero or become one and get paid. So tonight, I'm still in a recovery mode from an injury, from a car accident, so I'm just doing my best to really take it easy. I was doing great last year, but then I got challenged by a bunch of folks because one of my students won the Tai Chi World Cup, and then I had to go represent with some of the skills. So I put a little more pressure on me than I needed to, and right now I'm in recovery, still training though. But tonight we're going to train Autumn over here. We're going to train Autumn, and we're going to do a lot of handwork with some combining Tai Chi, but also to make it look cool for camera, for stunts. So we're going to combine all of that stuff. We're going to bring the breath work and visualization in with the boxing mechanics, and we're going to make it flow and also take it slow so that she can really, and you guys can see the depth of the technique. And once you can do it slowly, then you can start speeding it up and still have the clarity of the power and the momentum, etc. All this stuff, super important. So we're going to get into it now. Autumn's going to grab, I'm going to grab some stuff for her.
I got gloves.
You got gloves?
Yeah. Can you grab me actually a left-handed one? I took 2 rags.
What color? You got it. So we're going to do this tonight. Let me check the time too, because we're going to train for about an hour. Yeah, it's going to be great. So let's do some Tai Chi first. We always start out. So why do we do Tai Chi? If for those who are watching on our other channel on Justice for Hire for the show, why do we do Tai Chi? So to do action choreography, our style of action choreography, the Justice for Hire style that we've worked on for years, that we won tons of awards on, we focus on realism, but realism is in the details. It's in the broken rhythm. And I love all styles of action choreography, but for us, the way that we approach choreography and getting into sloppiness that actually feels clean and feels realistic, we focus on breath work and visualization, so that which can sell on camera. So it's a difference between someone just swinging and having someone else react and throw their hand, and versus having someone swing with the breath and really visualize, regardless if they're hitting somebody or not in the face, really visualize as if you have claws coming out of your hand and you're ripping through the face or ripping through the belly. And that's how we sell and train all of our people. It doesn't matter if you're a professional fighter or if you're an athlete or if you have never done anything before. Obviously, we go on tour and we work with people who've never shot any action choreography before. We do this at Comic-Cons all the time. We just did it in January at the St. Pete Comic-Con. So for us, being able to work with anybody starts with breath work and visualization, and that's what we're going to start with right now. So I highly recommend joining us in this, and always feel free to ask some questions. As a matter of fact, I'll face camera because Autumn knows how to do this stuff already. And let me just fix this a little bit more. But yeah, while we're doing this stuff, and just put it in the comments, and I'll make sure I address it. So imaginary string lifts you from the top of the head. I'm going to pull my hair just so you can see what I mean. You're going to visualize a string pulling you from the top of the head. You're not going to have your hands up like that. You're going to have them on the side. But imagine this string lifting you up, and then relaxation, dangling from that string. Relaxation starts to cascade down the body, through the spine. Everything relaxing through the hips, through the knees, down into the ankles, to the heels, into the ground. You relax there. You take your palms and face them flat down. Also check in with your legs to make sure that the feet are shoulder width apart and the toes are facing forward. So the feet should be parallel, the palms should be parallel. Special attention to the middle finger of each hand, special attention to the middle of each heel. That's where the weight's going. Mouth closed, the tongue is going to be on the ceiling of the mouth, and you're going to breathe using your belly. More specifically, in Kung Fu and Tai Chi, it's called the lower dantian. It's 3 finger lengths or 2 inches below the belly button. In yoga, it's known as the second chakra, or the orange one. So you're going to inhale into this area, using the belly to pump the breath, which takes pressure off the lungs, allows you to pull in more oxygen. Inhaling in, and as you inhale, visualize the breath, keeping your eyes open, very important, eyes open, but still imagining the breath as a color filling up the belly. And then exhale, wash the color down the arms to the palms and fingertips. Inhaling deep into the belly, exhale, washing down. All we're doing right now is getting used to our aligned posture and moving the breath and visualization through the body. When you give your breath a color, you're giving your attention a vehicle, and you can drive your attention to different parts of your body. This is very important because it helps anywhere you put your mind in the body, the circulation increases. Very important thing to note. So that's part of why when we do this in a film, we sell the hits even harder. People oftentimes don't realize that our stuff is action choreography because of how real it looks. So this is part of the secret sauce. Inhaling deep. Exhale, wash the hands down. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists. As if 2 strings lifting the wrists. To the side. Exhale, wash the color of the palms and fingertips. Inhale, spin the fingers up. This is called uplifting heaven. Interlace. Exhaling down. Soften the knees, soften the hips. Inhaling up. Stretching out of the hips onto the toes. Exhaling down. Now when you exhale, you visualize the color washing down the arms and legs. Inhale, fill the color up in the belly. Exhale, wash that color to the palms and fingertips. Inhale up. Interlace, exhaling down, down, down. Soften the knees and then inhale up. Go onto your toes so the heels come off the ground, stretching out the shoulders, out of the hips. Exhale, push that color down the arms and legs. Inhale, reach over and across the hips, keeping the legs in the same shoulder width position. Exhale down. Inhale, stretch it. Draw the color in. Exhale. Inhale deep. Exhale. Inhale deep. Exhale. And switch. Behind the back. Exhale. Switch. Exhale. One more time. Each side. Inhale deep. Draw the color into the belly. Exhale, push the color from the belly out the arms. Inhale like a vacuum through the fingers down the arms into the belly. Exhale. Push it out. Inhale, draw it in. Inhale, draw it in. Exhaling down, widen your stance into a half-horse stance, hollow fist. Rest it right on your hips. Exhale, pelvis rotates on the femur. Inhale, breath pulls you to the side and up. Eyes on the belly button. Exhaling down. Inhale, breath. It's like a rope that you're climbing into the belly. Exhaling down. Inhale deep. Exhaling down. One more. Inhale deep. Exhale down. And reverse it. Inhale out. Exhale. Some more. One more for good measure. Breathing, pulling the breath into the belly, visualizing the color. Release the color like you're letting go of a rope. Drop the hands down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Exhale out, inhale deep. Exhale, shift to one side, collapsing one hip into the groin. Very important concept here. Most people don't do this at all when they shift their weight. This concept is going to help you, whether you're a grappler, like you do judo, anything with balance, any balance game. This is going to help you with your balance. You're going to shift, relaxing one hip into the groin of the other leg. Relaxing, letting all the weight wash down the inside of the leg, not the outside, because the outside you get pushed over and then you fall. So you want to stay on the inside, dropping down, 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 into the heel, and then to the ball of the foot, and then press the big toe into the ground, lift up, open, exhale, heel first, shift, ball of the foot, relaxing this hip into this groin on the opposite side, and then to the big toe. It's these little details that give you extra power. Remember, when you are aware of something that someone else isn't, you have more data to make decisions with. Opening, exhale. So whether it's fighting or action choreography or sport, these body mechanics, very, very important.
What are you doing in the ab? Like, are you doing anything in the abs to help you balance?
I'm not doing necessarily. What I'm still imagining that string lifting me from the top of the head, and whether I am upright or I'm collapsing in, there's still that sense of lift out of my hips. So here, I'm guarding, inhaling, opening up. I'm doing a check, obviously opening my hips. My palms are out. Exhale, drop down. 1, 2, 3. Notice that I release this here, almost as if I'm throwing a cross. So I release this back heel, inhale up. Exhale down. And remember, all this stuff is not only does it help you with your balance, but it's also what leads to longevity. So you want to be able to do this stuff for a very long time. So the more aware you are, the more you can keep your body safe, know what feels comfortable and what doesn't. And shift, inhaling up, exhale down. One more time inside, inhale up. Draw the color into the fingertips and to the toes. Inhaling up, across, down, and now we're going to start reaching across and lift the knee up. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale up. Inhaling up. Center. Up. Center. So notice we're doing a little side knee, Muay Thai style, where we brought Tai Chi mechanics into it. What are Tai Chi mechanics? It's breathwork, visualization, and then very precise balance work. So Tai Chi, what's called Tai Chi, is really a container for a process, a way to digest movement and visualization and your breathing. So you can really effectively adapt Tai Chi mechanics to anything, any style, any sport, any movement modality, all that stuff. So you want to be able to slow yourself down to speed up your perception. It's one of the most important things you could do. And then when you perceive more, again, you have more data, you can make more informed decisions than your opponent. Drop down, inhaling up. Okay, I'm just going to drop down for a second. Quick little stretch on the ground. Drop, bring the feet up, drop the side on one side. And inhale up. Drop to the other side, knees down. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Inhale up. Exhale, look the opposite way. Inhale up. Exhale, the opposite way. Inhaling up. And let's do it. Alright, so Autumn's going to get in right now. And like I said, if you guys have any thoughts, questions, or ideas while we're training, please go for it. Let me check and see if I missed anybody. I saw some folks doing something here. Alright. All right, cool. All right, let's get it. So, boxing, Tai Chi style, and what does that mean? Well, that means we're gonna take actual boxing and we're gonna combine it with some Tai Chi breath work and visualization. It's gonna be great. Got my little mitts here. Always got our gloves. Our little mitts. And I need a...
You're always standing pretty close, right?
Yeah. Let's get it. All right. Put this little timer right here. Look at that. It's kind of easy to see. It's kind of not easy to see. It's easy to see. Okay, cool. All right, so let's start working. Let's make this as I want to involve you guys at every step. So what we're gonna do first is I don't really do this type of spinning jab, meaning that like I turn my front leg out. I don't do it much. It is valuable though. So, but I think for the purpose of grace, it's a really important concept, I think, for grace. To be able to throw your jab here and then shift the weight and throw your across, and to feel that movement. And whether it's choreography or not, if your choreography, again, from our perspective, the way that we do our Justice for Hire choreography, it should be, your real martial arts moves. You're just not hitting the person mostly. So when you do it on camera for a show. So for autumn, just want to make sure stand this way. Take your weight when you throw your jab. This is a really particular style of jab. When you throw your jab, take the weight off your front leg, put it onto your back leg, and spiral, pivot, and spiral. Go for it. Great, hold right there. So, your foot, naturally. Cool. Yeah, corkscrew a little bit more. A little bit more. Tuck the chin a little bit. Good stuff. Okay. And feel the alignment in your reach too. And you never want to, in general, when you're punching, you never want to hyperextend your elbow. So always keep a little bend in the elbow. There's different schools of thought on this, but great. And so what you just did with her lifting the shoulder, that's something you can or can't do. Like you can choose whether or not you want to do that. The shoulder protects your chin if you want to throw like that, but it also creates a lot of tension in the shoulder, which you may not necessarily want for a particular move or a particular moment. So it really depends on you knowing when you need to guard and when you want to relax down. Circulation-wise, from a Tai Chi perspective, you want to keep the shoulders soft as much as possible to be able to allow the energy or the circulation to be as flowing as possible through the knuckles into your opponent. So that's a very Kung Fu Tai Chi perspective. Obviously, boxing, American boxing, is the most efficient form of martial art, in my opinion, striking art in the world. So you want to take all these things, measure all of them, and find what works for you. So let's just try that jab. Good. Spin out left front, the way out. So think about the weight points as being your back leg and then the point of contact. Try to feel the connection between your back leg and the point of contact. Good stuff. Good. Keep going. Exhale through. Okay. Push the collar out. Draw it in. Exhale, push the collar out. Inhale, draw it. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, draw it. And feel the color come out. Inhale, draw it back. Forward. Spin that heel more. Cool. Good. Pause. Throw the pause. Good. Think about this hip power here and the turn of this heel, also powering the push into here. Okay? Cool. All right. Good. Good. Good stuff. Go. So, Matt, inhale a breath here. Then keep going. So check the back heel too. So I'm in my orthodox fighting stance. So my back heel is up. So I want to be flat-footed. So my back heel is up. I'm in an orthodox fighting stance. I have my regular jab, but then I have this turn. So I take the back heel that's up and I spin it down and I spin the other one up. And then I come back and I'm ready in my orthodox stance. Then I spin it down, spin it out. So think of a 1-2 happening in the foot too.
Okay.
Go for it. Bring this foot over here.
It's like the forester?
Yeah. Widen your stance. Turn this heel out a little bit. Great. Good. Feel that spin more?
Yeah.
Good. Exactly. Go. Good stuff. Go. So let's just think about strategically when you would use this. So there are many different perspectives of this, so don't think this is the only way to do this. But for my style of jabbing, I'll step in and I'll have my weight on the front leg. So then I'll probably follow up with a cross here. So I'm digging in, but then if I need to get out, I'll step back and boom. So you see where now it's coming in. So let's say I said 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I know that they're coming, right? So I maybe the guard and I feel a big punch coming, so I step back and I punch over that punch. So 1, 2, boom, 3. So try it just to feel how this punch. Do your normal jab cross and then add this punch in. 1, 2, 3. How's that feel? Feels good. Nice. Go for it. Yeah, focus. Go for it. Good. Look at that. It's clean. Good. Go for it. Good. Good stuff. Good. Go for it. Good stuff. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep going. Keep going. Good stuff. So now feel what it feels like. Experience the mechanic of going jab, cross, step back jab, open up the foot, and throw a low round kick. Just feel that for a second.
In the air?
No, just do it like that. Jab, cross, step back jab, and now the light round kick. Cool. Great. Good. Everything's light and focused. But it's still full extension. So with that round kick, turn out your lead foot more.
Okay.
Or pivot up more.
Okay.
Good. Light. More turn and still let.
So when you say pivot, you mean the first one you said, you mean step or?
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you step or?
Yeah, a little step. You can also pivot. You can pivot while you throw the kick, or you can step and throw the kick.
Well, since the weight's on the.
Exactly, because the weight is on the back leg that you're going to kick with.
Yeah.
So you have an opportunity to push off that back leg into the front, and then throw the kick up. And just think of it as a leg kick. Cool. You should grab it back. Grab it back. Because I want you to work this over on the back for a second. I want you to feel moving around the back, how it feels to do the footwork. So we are working one technique. I think one of the coolest things that you can do with a single technique is to try it from multiple angles. Try it over and over again and start feeling your footwork with it and breathing into it. Really, really important experience. And so I want Autumn to really have her bag, to be able to jump around her bag and to get the full experience. So it's about that. Need some help? Drop your hips down.
They usually don't, but I feel really heavy today.
You got it.
I think it's because I have a grip.
Okay, push down. Let it go. Okay. We're going to stretch a little more.
Sorry, I can't see it.
Yeah. What? Alright, so what we want to work now is the concept. So first of all, being light on your feet. So you have your rhythm, or you're going in and out. So you have your rhythm. And then on in, you're going to go 1, 2, and then back out, 3. So you're going to push in, 1, 2, back out, 3, and then throw your round. And start feeling it from different angles. Really walk around. Keep trying it. 1, 2. Push out 3. Throw the kick. Try it again. Change the angle. Go for it.
So you were gonna say something?
Nice. Let's just say go for it.
Oh.
Yeah, start now. Go for 3 minutes. Say it again? Okay, so we want to slow down. So let's do, rather than the kicking, let's feel touch, 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 and come around. So 1, 2, 3, come out, and then switch the angle. 1, 2, 3, come out. So you're gonna enter and exit. So that's a super important concept. Enter, and then exit. So you're gonna, and you can even, there's different ways to experiment with the exit. So 1, 2, what we're doing right now is pull and feel that first, but then you can start catalyzing it differently, meaning that maybe the exit, rather than catalyzed by your step back and then you throw it, maybe the catalyst is actually the punch itself. So 1, 2, and now my third punch connects before my leg is set, and then I step back and I torque into it. So it becomes more like a push. So on my 1, 2, 3, like that to get distance. So versus step. It just depends on the situation and what you need.
Can you just look at the one I'm kicking to see why
Sure.
it's in my head?
Sure, go for it.
The kicking one.
Yeah, I think we need to do that another time, because to show you the part, I think I need to feel a little bit.
What am I, can you just tell me about?
I think there's kind of like a torque, a throwing of your hip that is rough.
Okay.
So because it's rough, it's going to shake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Which movement is it in? Like,
It's after you've lifted, and then it goes like that.
okay.
So
Okay. That's because I just want to know so I can practice that movement on its own.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
So go for the 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
slow it down so you can feel yourself in every moment. Feel the technique, the bag, feel the center of the bag. What I mean by that is 1, 2, like really feel that center, and then 3, come out.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah, and make sure that when you walk away that you're still in it. So you're still dancing. You still have your rhythm.
Okay.
So anything you're doing, still rhythm, still rhythm, still rhythm. Ah, wow, whoa, rhythm. Still rhythm. Ah. So it's another thing that I think it's super important to talk about for like action choreography, right? And rhythm, and how rhythm is really about you as a martial artist. And a lot of action choreography happens on 3 beats or 4 beats. So, and that's fine, and I like that stuff, and you're seeing a lot on social media right now. But being able to have 2 opposing rhythms, 2 fighters moving in opposing rhythms, and then syncing up with each other in certain moments, that's how real fighting works. So we have, obviously, like, you know, the 2 rhythms together philosophically come together to make another greater rhythm. So that's cool. But Autumn finding her rhythm right now is like the point. Being able to be on the bag, find her rhythm, which is different than the breathwork and visualization, but it's part of the full experience, the full martial experience. Pausing and cross. Pause. Great. Push in more, soften. Push through your shoulders blade. Push the hip. And so look what's going on here. The heel's not coming. So there's something you're leaving behind every time you move your cross. So let me show you your cross real quick. So this is your cross. So come around to the other side. Okay. So you see how square my chest is to the back?
Mm-hmm.
So watch what happens if I release this back heel. If I release the back heel, it allows me to turn and push through. And even if I'm not pushing through, I'm using that as an example of being able to see how much distance you're not getting, how much power is not being left behind. So even if I don't push through, I just tap, boom, look at that. Look at my heart is facing the window rather than here.
Okay.
Good, that's better, very good. Good. Right, yeah, take your time in that transition, because from here, you're twisted up, and look at this. Spinning the back foot down, and run, and still throw. So you can do it slowly and have control over it.
I think I'm just not remembering that the back foot is like a tiny beat before the back foot getting planted is like a tiny bit before the rest on the third.
Yes. It is a full experience in terms of rhythmically for the body. get a cooler shot of it. Here, let's do that. Check that timer. Stop, 26 minutes. Okay, so it was really good. That was really good. That was really good. So I want to make sure we open up your shoulders too, because a lot of times we're working, fighting out of and defending this area, which is very important and very practical. But let's open up the shoulders now. And I'm facing camera, but the bag is behind me. So what we're going to do is we're going to just train a back fist. No, not even any spinning in the feet. Just turning, and you're going to cover. You're going to cover either here, the temple, or cover the temple from the other side. One or the other. One or the other. So we're here. Boom, you can do that, or you can do boom here. Yeah. So you have your stance. So you still have your front, your orthodox stance. So I'm here and I turn, and that's it. And you can sink back too if you want, if you need to cover that distance. Try it from the front leg and from the back leg. Good. Go ahead and slow it down too. Like really get the extension, because you don't want to throw, especially for someone who's not warm and doesn't do this all the time, you could throw out your shoulder, and that's not what you want. What we want to do is we want to start working this side of the body. We want to start getting the musculature and the impact training on that side of the body, and allowing that impact to go down the body into the ground. So let's go for it. Let's get on this side. Go for it. Try it. Stop. And think about the breath work, the visualization in the belly, and whipping it out through the, exactly. And for those that don't know, two different ways to throw a back fist, but folks who throw it this way are really in danger themselves to potentially break their hand. So I recommend more of a hammer fist right here with that back fist.
Where again on the?
Yeah. Ten more. Cool, from right here, same stance. Try the other hand. Other hand.
I
Right.
didn't do 10 yet.
Oh, I counted 10.
I was on 8.
Okay, keep going.
down a little, right?
Yeah, on impact.
Okay.
Think of it coming from the face, so your head is dropping down. Try to keep it at face height and swing it out.
Okay.
Because you're hitting someone else in the head. Let's imagine it's similar height as you.
Okay.
Good stuff.
It would be a funny scene if someone is stalking in close range behind somebody, and they are coming in, speed walking in too close, and to just get ahead of them, like if the hero got ahead instead of behind, since coming behind someone to attack is cliche, and they get in front of them and back from them. Like, you know how it's like scary when someone walks on like little diagonal, like this angle behind you
Yes.
on the street? It's
Okay.
like terrifying. And so they go that.
So make sure you're looking at what you're hitting also. Good stuff. So one of the big things to start taking note of for yourself is what feels good in your body to get the most amount of torque, the most amount of pressure coming out. And let's say over here. So you have your front line and you're doing this kind of thing here, right? So, but if you want, you could potentially spin this and then spin that. 1, 2. 1, 2. Again, folks can see.
That does feel better.
So we're talking about the feet. Look at Autumn's feet now. Shifting it up. Really always finding in your body what feels the best. And again, there are certain best practices for how to do certain things, but there's also the value of alternate perspectives. So
Feels more stable on that whole side of the body.
my back leg is up. I'm in my orthodox stance. I shift to because the back leg is up, I'm going to spin it and then shift the weight and drop it. So the heel is up, I'm going to drop it down. Heel is up, I'm going to drop it down. So I'm spinning it down and this hand's coming out. Now my front leg, which is now becoming my back leg, is there. So I'm going 1, 2 with my feet. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Definitely less pressure on that shoulders.
Yeah, because you want to take pressure off the shoulder and you want to put it into the ground. just want to say, guys, that I'm also doing a 36-hour fast right now. And it's really, really tough sometimes. Because at 36 hours, you get that 400% boost of naturally produced human growth hormone, which promotes healing. Really amazing stuff. Are you continue training? Yeah?
Is there anything else?
Yeah, let's go 1, 2. So we're here. 1, 2. Sorry. So 1. Try 1, 2. And really focusing on how the feet are moving so that your balance is strong upon impact. So let's make an adjustment. Let's have you go from here, shifting onto the back leg, shifting forward, spin the back leg, turn it down and back. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Start again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just listen to the rhythm of my feet real quick. So if I take it off.
Something's popping up on the floor.
So keep going. 1. Pause right there. Go back, rewind. Spin this out. 2. There you go. And look at your target. There you go. Cool. Keep your hand up. Okay, go on. There you go.
Feels less of a back at that point. I guess
I
I
understand.
intuitively think I would spin that.
Yeah, it's not so much that this is a back fist. It's that this is a way to transition between a back fist and then fighting someone behind you. So it's like, okay, cool. Bang, oh, bang, 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 okay, bang. You know, so you want, and this is not the only way to do that. This is just an example of how do I get my feet in position, and my chest and my body in position.
No, I think the footwork on its own is important. Like even if you're not throwing a back fist.
Yeah,
that footwork.
Yeah, that footwork is pivotal for so many different martial moments.
Yeah. It feels really smooth. I like it.
second one go lower. Yeah, no. Just to see how it feels. Good. And notice how that changes things, right? So you're here. Let's get on camera. So you're behind me. Stand right here, please. Turn your face right here. Great. Thank you. So you're behind me. I go around one, bang, and then I come back two, boom, down. And so try just see how that feels for you. Didn't I say it was 7:21?
What?
Didn't I say it was 7:21 when we started the stream?
Yeah.
That's almost been an hour. Isn't that crazy?
I have an alarm that's gonna go off soon.
Okay. Well, just keep going. Finish up.
Well, I don't want to. You'll be able to still stream.
There you go. Look at that. Hold on. I'm going to put a little close-up on this. Look at her feet. 1, 2. Look at that. It's great. 1. Okay, so make it 1, 2, not both at the same time.
Okay.
Go for it. Back. Yep. Back, front.
You mean this first, right?
So what I mean is no. I mean your right foot is going to pivot first on the second strike. So shift onto the right. There you go. Go again. There you go. Very nice. And so why do we do that? The reason we do that is specifically for controlling your weight distribution. So you want to make sure that your weight is clarified on each foot so that you don't hurt yourself. So you're not getting yourself in a position where you're twisting your knee because you threw a punch or you threw a person at an angle that would put undue pressure on your kneecaps, etc. So you've got to be really, really conscious of when you're changing, when you're pulsing weight. In Tai Chi, in the way I coach Tai Chi, I call it pulsing weight. So you might go from, I'm doing her back fist, right? So I'm on my front leg, my left leg. I'm going to shift my weight to my back leg and then strike. That's one. And then I'm going to come forward, pulse. It's a pulse because it's only for a beat. For one beat, I come forward and then I open up the back leg. So notice that I just shifted my weight. I shifted the angle of my foot so that I can go into that leg now. So that's the pulse. So again, I'll start from the top. 1, I shift into the back leg strike. I come forward, pulse, open up the back leg, and as I come back, I'm striking the other leg.
And you do that pulse in Tai Chi too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's the first part.
Yeah. So now just give yourself 1 minute of in 10 seconds, go for a nice 1 minute blitz. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Oscar. There she is. 18 seconds. Cool, you're done. You're done. Put it back.
What?
You're done. Put the and we'll stretch. First push it back and then we'll stretch. So we're gonna stretch up now, and like I said, if you had any thoughts, questions, or ideas, I hope that you guys put them in the comments and or just message me. I'm always happy to make videos for any questions, to address any questions. A lot of folks came to want to join the live. I don't really do that right now. The last several lives, I've never had a good joining live experience on TikTok. I've had a good one on, like, you know, Instagram and things like that, but not on TikTok. That could change. That could totally change. I'm open to that changing. I just want to make sure that I can focus on what I need to focus on if I'm training somebody, and but I also want to make sure that everyone gets the benefit of what we're doing. There we go. Reset. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the ground. We're gonna stretch it up. Stretch it out. Yeah, stretch it in. Get Anna when to talk like that. Maybe I do that. All right. Let's lay down. Back. Hands out. Exhale, drop to one side. Inhale up. Exhale, drop to the other side. And look the opposite direction of the knees falling. Inhale up. Exhale. Do your best to keep your rib cage open while doing this. And then inhale up, exhale to the other side. Try to keep the back flat and the rib cage open. What I mean by open is the heart open rather than tension pulling you back in. Lifting the chest gently. Inhale up. It's a good idea. Arms letting the legs flay, which is great. You can hold the inside of the legs like this, or if you want to kick up a little bit more, that's valuable. And reach. Always recommend. It's one of my favorites. Hands out. One foot, chest as flat as possible. Drop the foot down. Inhale, yeah. Exhale. Turn to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. She loved it. My mother just saw Madam Web today.
She loved it?
And she said it's excellent.
I want to see it now.
I thought the trailers looked horrible. I said to myself that this is going to be the end of Sony's Spider-Verse. So, but my mom said it's amazing. So
She hasn't. Her opinion is usually like somewhat accurate.
yeah, she had a pretty good taste.
Yeah.
She loved Past Lives, the Korean film, which I have not seen.
I love to watch that.
She said we didn't see it as soon as possible, and she wasn't that big of a fan of the Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix, which left me wanting a lot more than what was there. So, but we also saw it in it wasn't 4DX. What was that rip-off screen? It was like a Regal's.
What do they call that?
The
Box screen?
expanded screen. It's not good at all. It's a horrible gimmick.
See that one this weekend.
I was thinking Tuesday, maybe.
I don't mind paying full price. Tuesday's gonna be my first day.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean,
I'm still down. It might be just too much.
probably would be just fine. But. So this is a cool stretch that Autumn showed me, which I really like. You take one leg, fold it over the other, and you drop it down.
The starting position is this.
Oh,
The starting position is
can
here.
you show it on camera?
So you warm up like this. And this one.
Okay, so she's warming up like this.
And then once you feel your hip a little relax a little, that's when you lean back, like in the same position. And then put your knee up, put your thing up from there.
I see. Oh, that's nice.
Because I don't always feel like I can go right into it.
Interesting. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
All right, let me try it on the other side. And I will
Are
note.
you able to do it with your back flatter? With your shoulders down?
Well, we'll try it on this side. But one note I want to just make is that you have to flex the foot in a lot of these positions, meaning that if you point the toe, you are on. When you flex the foot, it protects your kneecap more. So just note that I was just doing it. I felt a little tweak in my knee, and I made the adjustment before. But here, it's very easy for me to point my toe one way and not do the flex versus here's the flex. So I'm going to soften as much as I can, holding up. And then I'm going to relax down. I'm flexing the foot as I go down. And then,
What happens when you put your shoulder down?
the shoulder?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that flexible here, so I'm just using it.
I think you literally saved my hamstrings from a serious problem. That day.
What? What are you talking about?
The day that you massaged them right
Oh.
away.
All right. Hold here. You have to pick up your burger at 8:30, right?
It's not a burger, I got curry. And eggplant.
Nice.
They're open till 9 though, so
Okay.
it won't be too much longer.
Remember, if you don't stretch after your training, you haven't finished your training. So now I'm going to go underneath the knee. Before I was below the knee, and now I'm going behind the kneecap. So under the leg and then lifting up, doing the same thing. Forehead to knee, as much as possible, without straining. Pancakes. All of a sudden, delicious protein pancakes. All right, nice little cobra. Gentle support. Yeah. Down. Relax. Yeah. Oops. All right, guys. So we're gonna head on out, and before we head on out, let's finish up with really important visualization. So we didn't do any stunts tonight for our Justice for Hire training. Again, justiceforhire.com is where you can learn about what we're doing. Obviously, please follow us on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. YouTube is where we put everything. TikTok is where we are very curated, mostly for the series itself. And then on Instagram, you'll see like behind the scenes stuff and the series itself too. So, and we're very active on all those platforms. So, justiceforhire.com is where you can see everything we're doing on our website, and then for justiceforhire.app is where you can actually join the cast of the show. And if you want to be a hero or a villain or a client that hires them, it's awesome. It's a really awesome community. I love the folks at Justice for Hire. So to be on theme with the concept of visualization being part of how we choreograph, close the eyes, inhale, white line to the belly, and We're going to use the sound ah to push the color, wash the body, soften the body, heal the body with white light. We're going to inhale, bring that sound, bring the white light visualization up from the toes to the top of the head. Exhale, roll it down the back like a waterfall. Inhale up the left side. Exhale, roll it down the right. Inhale into the belly. Push into the ground, let it come back up and around like a fountain in reverse. Makes a big bubble of light around the body. And one more time. White line to the belly, push to the top of the head, and like a fountain in all directions. Making a bubble of light around you. Gratitude for the body, good people in your life, the space you're in. Love you guys so much. And it's Coach Jan on Tai Chi. It's Jan, aka Hero Zero on Justice for Hire. Like I said, please follow Justice for Hire at Justice for Hire everywhere. And if you like my Tai Chi stuff, at Jan's Tai Chi everywhere. I love you so much and have you a great, great weekend. Talk soon. Oh, and thanks.